We all know that the greatest lessons in life come when we face a situation which we didn't expect and shook our world apart. Just like what happened to me more than a year ago. I thank everyone who watched and will watch my initial episode, How I Remained Focused on God During My Greatest Trial. Hi! In this video, a beautiful doctor reflects on her breast cancer diagnosis 10 years ago and shares her 7 coping strategies to fight the big C. I'm Dr. Mel. Welcome again to my YouTube channel, Health.Faith.Fullness. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Like, share, click the bell icon, and comment down below. When our guest dealt with the greatest storm of her life, it brought out her strengths to overcome fear and transform it into inspiration. It helped her realize more the importance of love and support from her family and friends and her unwavering faith in God. Nobody knows this better than my good friend, Dr. Lilibet Perez Rabago. We all love her. She is a loving wife and caring mother to 2 good-looking and talented children. She is one of the best obstetrician gynecologists in town. She is a fellow of the Philippine Obstetrical Gynecological Society. She holds a master's degree in Business Administration Health Program. She is the Chief Finance Officer and Hospital Administrator of Carmeli Clinic and Hospital, an active member of the Santa Club International Ilocos Norte Chapter, which is a group of women in business and other professions working together to advance the status of women. When diagnosed with life-threatening diseases, patients are confronted with range of distressing circumstances. Coping strategies are therefore very important. Stay tuned as Dr. Beth looks back and walk us through her coping strategies during the greatest trial in her life and how she overcomes it with courage and confidence, along with great husband Dr. Norman and the whole family. Hi, Doctora. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for accepting my invitation.
Good day, everyone. Before anything else, I would like to thank my kind, lovely, and soft-spoken friend, Dr. Imelda Corpus Dalio, for making me a part of her program today. 10 years ago, I received one of the most devastating news that I had to deal with. I was diagnosed with breast cancer. The fear that gripped me after hearing the cancer word was not for myself, but for my kids who were just 7 and 12 years old at that time. The thought of them going through life at such a young age without a mother shook me to the core of my being. But instead of letting this drag me to the depths of depression, I converted this to an inspiration to fight the disease with every fiber of my being. I kept telling myself that dying is not an option. I don't want my kids to grow up without a mother. That first night after receiving the news, under the cover of darkness inside a room, with tears streaming down my eyes, I've prayed like I never did before. I begged God not to take me yet. People react differently to the situations that life throws at them. I did not get angry, nor did I question God why I had to go through the ordeal of dealing with cancer. I just accepted it.
Her immediate acceptance of her diagnosis played an important role in her coping strategy.
Coming from a family of doctors and having friends in the medical field came in handy during those times. It was like having a medical and surgical conference daily. We discussed possible treatment modalities and different management plans. We weighed our options carefully until we finally decided on what we thought was the best strategy to beat the big C. I had to go through surgery, but I decided not to receive the chemotherapy as scheduled. My son was graduating as a valedictorian in less than 2 months. I did not want to accompany him on stage to receive his medals and diploma looking wan and weak, and on top of that, either bald or in a wig.
Her love and sacrifice for his son was incomparable.
The chemotherapy phase was a slow and painful process. It was a grueling experience, not just physically, but also psychologically and emotionally. There were times I wanted to quit, but the thought of my family kept me going. I knew it was not easy for them too. I sustained scars from my surgery, but my husband and my kids also sustained scars that the eyes cannot see. Aside from the outpouring of support from family and friends, my faith sustained me during those times. I remembered my mother telling me since I was a little girl to find strength in prayer. So every time I felt pain, discomfort, and discouragement during those times, I close my eyes and I picture myself in God's embrace, and I pray. I would talk to my Heavenly Father until the weariness of my soul abates and I find the strength to keep going. Their journey was far from easy, but with a loving husband, family, and friends, I was able to trudge through it, one step at a time, one day at a time.
Breast cancer is the most common malignancy among women and is a significant stressor in a woman's life that affect their coping strategies. For many who are facing a cancer diagnosis or any other illness, hearing from Dr. Beth, who has been through similar experience, can be a great source of comfort and support. I hope you find as much inspiration in the story of Dr. Beth as I have. Thank you so much, Doctora. And to all breast cancer patients, continue to look forward. Learn from the coping strategies of Dr. Beth. I'm sending all my love and prayers to you. Have a blessed day!